Hey everybody, welcome to the Vanessa Waller Show, a place where we always give God thanks. I am so excited to be in Atlanta, Georgia, yes, at the Bronzelens Film Festival. Oh, this is so exciting. You might ask yourself, what is Bronzelens Film Festival? Well, you know, people who work in television and in film, a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that we really don't have a clue. Where this is a place that you can come this weekend and be a part of this instruction and guidance by people in the industry. I mean, people like Kim Fields. Come on, we know who Kim Fields is, right? Fields, you know her. And a few people from Tyler Perry's studio, a few executives from there, and just a host of people. We're going to have a fabulous time because we need to educate ourselves in our giftings and our calling. So if you did not get a chance to register this year for the Bronzelens Film Festival, maybe next year, you know, it's the early bird that catches the worm. So we need to start ahead of time, okay? So we're going to take a break and hopefully we'll speak to some of the attendees on tonight. All right, be back in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vanessa Waller Show. All right, I have my first guest on tonight. How you doing, Jen?
I'm good. How are you, Vanessa?
Girl, I'm doing great. This is Jen Ferris, and she is part of the Bronzelens Film Festival, and she's going to talk a little bit about how, now first of all, I know Atlanta is hosting it, correct?
Yes, Atlanta is hosting this. This is the first annual, believe it or not. And it's a wonderful film festival that deals with people that focuses on filmmakers of color. And behind the camera and in front of the camera, behind the lens and in front of the lens.
You know, because I am a person of color here. So, okay, you said this is the first time that you guys are hosting it in Atlanta. Has there been any other places that you're aware of?
No, this festival was created in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And it's the first annual because Atlanta is becoming a serious town for filmmaking. And after Georgia passed a lot of tax incentive laws, film production companies have started to come here. And so now there's a market of people who are now been thrown into this amazing new career potential. And so the film festival is one that's going to have master experts in their craft behind the camera who can actually explain how these industries work, cinematography, all the way to direction. And so they get a hands-on, right, one-on-one with those people.
You know, that is so important, you know, because as you know, I'm in television, and behind the scenes is so much work. People don't understand what a DP is, and you know the favorite thing I like behind the lens is craft services. That's my favorite.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
So, but he's been here in Atlanta. I came 3,000 miles to even to educate myself, because I think continuing education and learning more and more, it will just perfect us to be better when we do. You agree?
I totally agree. A lot of people have taken a lot from this program, from the festival, because they're getting a hands-on and asking questions directly to attorneys, talent scouts, casting agents, people who have worked on major motion pictures are here this weekend. Just giving information, just freely giving information to these people, and it's just, you can't beat it. No.
You know what, I'm excited too, because I was looking at the roster and some of your instructors for the workshop, and you know we love some Kim Fields. Okay, I'm a diehard. You know, it's almost like we grew up together, even though I never met her. So hopefully during this event I will get a chance to get her on camera. You think?
I think so. She actually has a workshop tomorrow. Another gentleman named Roger Bob, who's the executive over at Tyler Perry. Well, she's a director. She directs some of the shows. So she'll be on a panel Saturday talking about all the different career options, not just being, most people know the actresses, but there are so many different, from craft services, production, direction, set design, all those different things. And so she'll be a part of that group. So yeah, sure.
So your role, real quick, what is your role here at the Bronzelens Festival?
Yep, I'm on the publicity team, so myself and 4 of the young ladies are putting the word out, trying to get as many people to know about it, many students to know that it only costs $20 for them to participate for 3 days.
How much does it cost?
For students, active college students only had to pay $20 to attend the Bronzelens Film Festival, and for 4 days. And
Can I be a student? I'm like 16. Yeah.
yeah, you can't beat that. And to have that kind of hands-on, and to be able to participate in the classes, the workshops, the panels, and the screenings. And there's even a winning film prize this year. They raised it from $25,000 prize pack to $50,000 prize pack. Yeah, so I mean, and for this to be the first one, there's so much buzz about this, and people just can't believe the price. They can't believe that it's in Atlanta. All these people have come in to talk and share information for practically nothing. I mean, for the cost of what you're paying for other major festivals, this one is very good because it takes you behind the camera.
I think this is so cool. You know, it's so cool, especially when you said, and I know we have to close, especially with the young people, because there's so much opportunity for young people to get out there to educate themselves now. And before they're 25 or 30, they can be walking in their purpose and making money. Is that right? I think it's cool.
We're at the foundation of a career business in Atlanta. Being at the ground floor of Atlanta's film business is great. And so this is the time now to start networking, to start getting your skills set up, to start, like you said, honing in on your craft. This is the time while it's still brand new and people are just starting to move their businesses here. The gaming business is here now. It's not just film, it's gaming, it's film, it's a lot.
You know, it's so cool. Atlanta is really turning into a Hollywood, and a Hollywood of our people. I just really see that. It's really popping. A lot of times I meet African Americans or black people. They're like, I'm going to Atlanta. You know, it's like when I come down to Atlanta, I really feel close to Mother Nature. I really feel like, oh, wow, there's so many African Americans who are entrepreneurs down here. They're business-minded. They're educated. I love it.
Atlanta is a great place that thrives on creativity. So there's music here, there's dance here, now there's film, gaming, design. It's just a place that if all the creativity collides, just think what you can build from that. And so it's just a wonderful opportunity, and I hope everybody bookmarks Bronzelens Film Festival, tweets, finds us, because it's not going anywhere. This first year was tremendous, and people just cannot believe, like, wow, you know.
I just have one question for you before we close, Jen. Now we know this is the home of Tyler Perry, and I just want to find out. Now I love me some Tyler Perry. Is he going to show up this weekend? What do you think?
Well, he's not scheduled to, but his staff is here. His directors, his set designers, his casting people, they're all participating in the festival. They're scheduled to be on the program. They've been doing things already. So he is the one person, but they're the people that help keep his business unit. They're the unit that surrounds him. So they're the hands-on people who are just as intensely embedded in his business.
But we know we love some Tyler though. Okay, that is true. You know, because it's true. It's a team. It's a team of people that make things happen, not just one person. But I want to say thank you for joining me, girl. And I'm so excited to see who else is here tonight. Okay, and God bless you. All right, you heard it right here from the Vanessa Wallace Show. Miss Jen Ferris. Take a break. Be back in a moment.
Everyone is being affected by today's economy. We often forget that this also affects our four-legged friends. Many of us consider our pets as part of the family. People tend to think of their pets first, like a parent would think of their child, and put their pet before themselves. How do you tell your companion that you don't have food for them? Well, now there is a way for those to get help in these times of need. 4F, Food for Four-Legged Friends, is a nonprofit organization that receives donations of pet food to distribute to local food banks and senior pet food banks. The founders and board members of this organization are passionate animal lovers who donate their time to staffing and collecting donations for 4F.
We feed pets.
We do this by providing food to people on fixed incomes, such as the elderly, the disabled, low-income families, and the homeless.
If you would like to learn more, go to animalfoodbank.org.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vanessa Waller Show. I'm so excited to meet all these beautiful people. Okay, now I got somebody else I want you guys to meet. This is Miss Terry. She is the director over
Public Relations.
Public Relations. Are you excited being here at the Bronzelens Film Festival?
We are, well, I am, and I'm speaking on behalf of the entire team. We are just privileged to bring it here to Atlanta because Atlanta is truly becoming a hub for the arts, for people of color. I just got back from Paris where the Toni Morrison Society conference took place. And in an interview one-on-one with Toni Morrison was expressing how Paris was so important to people of color for free expression and to get their voices heard. And I feel like Atlanta has become a renaissance area for people of color in the arts. We've always been a civil rights hub, but I think we are primed and ready to be a true arts hub for people of color.
You know, I totally agree. I was speaking with Jen earlier, and how, I mean, Atlanta has just starting to like rise like Hollywood. It's amazing. You're right, because there's wonderful actors here, and I think people. And the one thing I like about Tyler Perry, I know we're not talking about him right now, but how he really promote us on the film. That's so important. You think?
I think it's important that, again, that we are seen in a positive light. No matter who the director or the writer or the producer is, it's important that people get a perspective of our culture and that people are free to express themselves in a way that best services them as an artist, but also that businesses can grow as a result of the arts, you know, the domino effect. When you bring the arts to the community, there are sub-businesses that and vendors that get contracts, and everybody benefits. The community grows, and it's just a beautiful situation. One thing about Atlanta, and something that was noted today, we've had some excellent panels and workshops, but something that a lot of people said that were from other places, they said like in LA and New York, people are so closed and it's very cliquish and they shut you out. But here, in Atlanta, we're very welcoming. We encourage teamwork, we encourage entrepreneurship, we encourage helping each other and standing on each other's shoulders.
Do you think that's the Southern hospitality?
Absolutely. It's Southern hospitality. It's being in the Bible Belt, I guess. I guess that's critical. But, you know, people want to see other people prosper and grow.
It's beautiful, and I really like the bronze lens. I really like, you know, in front of the camera, behind the camera, and just to educate and perfect our gift, our calling that God has put in us. And I think listening to Jennifer or Jen and having these wonderful instructors to teach. I mean, and she was talking about if you're in school or a student, $20. You can't even $20 for the entire week. Wow.
Entire weekend. And it's another thing about the Bronzelens Film Festival. The basic premise, too, is a part of its mission to help the next generation of filmmakers be able to come in, learn about the business, and become producers, directors, actors, the sub-vendors, the entertainment attorneys, the accountants, the investment firms, the craft services people, the makeup artists, the hairstyle, everything.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel, my last question, the turnout? This is, I believe you're the first year. So how has the attendance, what do you expect? I know this is the second day. So what is it going to grow and keep growing, or what does that look like?
It's really been an incredible thing to watch. Just over the past 2 days, the attendance has grown each day. I think they expect upwards of matriculating between the entire thing, upwards of 600 to 1,000 people, including all of the events, which is really, really good for a first-time festival. And I think that the branding, the networking, it's second to none. It is truly second to none. After each session, we have observed there have been like sessions after the sessions. You know, people just want to touch and feel the presenters. They just can't believe the content and their ability to network and, you know, really have a potential chance to get either products to the market or be service providers, just everything. It's been really, and the energy, you know, it's just different. It's just excellent.
You know what, Terry, I'm excited to be here because we're from the Northwest. I'm from way up in Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, and which is like a couple hours from Canada. And so it's a very artsy city there as well, you know, but coming down to the South and being around people of color and putting them in a different light. I think that's so important what you're saying on television or in film, because we're not all sagging pants. We're not all somebody's baby's mama or on drugs or getting beat up or on welfare, right? And there's some positive role models out there, and I really like that. So thank you for joining me.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll take a break, you guys. Hey, where you going? That's okay. We're gonna hey, she's already trying to leave. We're gonna take a break.
Washington, okay.
That's right. We're gonna take a break, you guys, and be back in a moment. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vanessa Wallace Show. Well, we had to stop this beautiful lady in white that says Miss Bronze. And this is Yolanda. Hi, Yolanda?
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm sitting here. Let's start with Miss Bronze. What does that mean?
Well, bronze, the color bronze just basically encompasses people of color. Okay. You know, we're all different shades, and they just chose bronze to symbolize the color that is represented in African Americans, Asians, Hispanic community, and all different ethnicities. So,
Miss Bronze.
I am Miss Bronze.
And when did you get crowned Miss Bronze?
I was, you know, the brilliant minds behind this Bronzelens Film Festival evidently has a committee of some sort, and I was selected. I was asked, along with another young lady, to be a face of the festival, to be visible and present and be just a warm body to just maneuver, and I get to go to the workshops and participate, and at the same time represent as a spokesmodel for Bronzelens.
Honey, they chose the right one. I don't know who else was out there, but you're great. So, you know, I flew, like I said, 3,000 miles to be a part of this. This is the first event that I was, I believe that Terry and Jen was sharing with me, and just the people that's on the roster that's teaching these workshops. I mean, that is so cool, don't you think?
Just by itself, that alone, that kind of knowledge, that kind of expertise from an industry standpoint. You know, I do acting and modeling as well, so it's just been wonderful to actually see hands-on and actually get that conversation there, you know, that is invaluable.
Right. And you know, the neat thing about Atlanta is really taking a personality of its own, because it's almost kind of like a little Hollywood.
In fact, it actually probably has been termed, you know, the Hollywood of the South. Atlanta Wood. I've heard Atlanta Wood.
I haven't heard that one.
That's clever, right?
Good, yeah. So what happens from this year? So since you're Miss Bronze this year, now is there something that's next year, and then someone else will be the reigning queen for next year? How does that go? You think I could get the reigning queen? But I don't live here.
We'll have to find out together. We'll have to find out together how that's going to go. I'm actually curious myself. I would love to, you know, I have some thoughts about maybe helping to see how it should go from here, and you know, maybe we'll think in a direction of actually having a talent competition or something of that nature. Maybe.
Well, thank you, honey. Yolanda, you're looking great, and it's such an honor to meet you tonight. You guys can look at this beautiful Miss Bronze here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's the truth, honey. You know, my mama always said you just give honor what honor is due, and it's the truth. All right. Great. All right, you guys, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna be back in a moment.
Picnics are a fun event until you eat every meal at a park bench. Family homelessness in Pierce County is a growing problem, with almost 40% more families living on the edge. Luckily, there is an organization that is working to end family homelessness in Pierce County, Helping Hand House in Puyallup. Make a difference in the life of a family like yours and make picnics fun again. Visit us at helpinghandhouse.org.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Vanessa Wallace Show. Well, I definitely could not possibly be here without this beautiful lady next to me. She is just not an attendee. She is my friend, Vienna. Hi, Vienna.
Hi, Vanessa.
How are you?
Great.
I am so excited to be here in your city, and you know what? It's amazing to be a part of something that represents our people. You agree?
Yes, very much so.
So, Vi, I know that you are a minister and a preacher and an awesome woman of God, because I do know this because you did speak at my church before, and she is great, you guys, and she's going to give you her contact information in case you want to book her and have her come preach at any event you have at your church. Can I say that? Is it okay?
Yes.
So what do you do right now as far, let's talk about corporate America, your part in corporate America, and then your walk with the Lord in ministry and church?
Yes, in corporate America, I work with the U.S. Small Business Administration in the Georgia District Office, and I am in lender relations. I work with the different lenders in the state of Georgia and in other parts of the state, encouraging them to make small business loans to entrepreneurs.
Great. Okay, now you are also a minister, a woman, a preacher, and what church do you go to and your capacity in that church?
Yes, I am an elder at High Point Christian Tabernacle in Smyrna, Georgia. And I work with the ministry, I work with the finance committee, I assist the pastor's aide, and I'm also an evangelist. So I just love the work that I do, especially the work that I do for the Lord. It's so fulfilling, and I know this is the work that will make the difference in me and in the world.
You know, it's so important, because I know I've been knowing you since I was a younger woman, I should say. And you have always just been so sweet and just an inspiration. You've always been a businesswoman, but more so you love God. And to hear you speak when you came that day to our church, it just touched my heart, because I'm like, oh my gosh. And like I was sharing with you and your husband earlier, that I feel that you guys going to be pastoring really soon. Maybe 2011 is your year. You know, because you've been faithful in ministry and you understand it, and you guys have a gift from God, and I see it. Don't you think so?
Yes. When God says go, oh, go.
Vienna, you sound like you auditioned for Sunday's Best. Girl, you go. Girl, you. Thank you, girl, for joining me on.
Yes.
She said, go. Give her a call if you want her to come sing too at your church. Thank you, Vi.
God bless you.
God bless you. What is your web? Do you have an email address? Maybe somebody
Yes.
want to book you to come and speak, or you can send some of your information to them. What would that be?
Yes.
You gonna sing it?
My email address is Vienna@bellsouth.net. That's VIANNA @bellsouth.net.
Right, and you speak at women's conventions and women
Yes.
conference and anything like that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, well, God bless you, Vienna. Go! We're going to take a break, you guys, and we're going to take a break and be back in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vanessa Wallace Show. Thank you so much for joining me here in Atlanta, Georgia at the Bronzelens Film Festival. We had a fabulous time. I encourage my viewers to Google them or go to www.bronzelensfilmfestival.com and register next year. If there's somebody in your family or even yourself who is gifted in television and film, and even it could be a coworker, somebody who is just working on their own stuff, you know, this is a good place to maybe fund somebody to do it. I'm so glad that I came. I'm so glad. I tell you, I can't even talk right because I've learned so much this week. But I'm so glad that you joined me on my show to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the ATL, home of Michael Vick. Is he still here? No, I don't think so. But I still love Michael Vick. But anyhow, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Everybody's talking about the Vanessa Waller Show. Have you seen it?